Warning, this podcast contains grown-up subjects and big boy words. It is intended for adults only, but we won't tell on you if you don't tell our grandmas how many swears we did.
Welcome to Only Mostly Thread, where three creative professionals thread our way through the frightening forests of peculiar posts, attempt to answer curious questions, and dive deep into Reddit's reserves, all to bring something special to you. I'm your friendly neighborhood filmmaker and hairiest host, Devin Hoy.
I'm your metal musician and resident asshole, Lily Taylor.
I'm your rambling writer and hostess with the mostest anxiety, Sarah Lorish. Guys.
Sarah.
Yes?
Soon for me. Okay, so let me just... Do you have a album or a song or like an artist that you only listen to in certain seasons?
Yes.
Yeah. So like Norah Jones is spring for me. So on Thursday, it's going to be like 78 degrees here. And I decided that's when I'm going to take my walk and play the Sunrise album and the Come Away With Me album. And then I'm going to come home and I'm going to listen to them on vinyl. And that'll be like my kickoff to spring.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. I was wondering if you guys had that as well.
Spring artists. I think I only have summer artists. Like I tend to listen to Volbeat only in the summertime. I don't know why. They're just a very summer band for me.
Yeah, I could feel that.
Yeah.
I don't have seasonal bands. I have like activity bands. Like I have cleaning bands and I have like showering bands. And
yeah.
Bands that you like to shower with.
Yeah. And writing albums and stuff.
I definitely have writing albums, but they're mostly like specific movie scores or like parts of movie scores.
Yeah, none
like
of
that.
my writing albums have vocals.
What
They're
are
just
your
scores?
favorite movie scores to listen to?
It depends if it's like a good thing or a bad thing. I love the Beautiful Mind soundtrack for like contemplative, sort of inspirational type moments. For scary stuff or like at least like high energy, stressful situations, I like the Interstellar soundtrack. But then like that can get like upbeat too. My old favorite was the original Avatar. Like that was like my first ever thing that I ever listened to. That was not like I realized I liked listening to music while writing.
Avatar 2 is now available to stream.
Oh really? I haven't even seen it. I really want to just like hear it for the music.
It's really good. I enjoyed it a lot.
I think the music's good.
Yeah.
I think my favorite soundtracks are the soundtrack to The Chronicles of Narnia and the God of War video game soundtrack. Pretty much anything Bear McCreary does, I'm like, I'm here for it.
Bear McCreary
He's so
stuff,
good.
which oddly includes the modern Godzilla.
Yeah.
I think. But also another one that I put on when planning for Dungeons and Dragons is the Horizon Forbidden West soundtrack.
Oh, that's a beautiful one too. I love that soundtrack.
It goes through like all of the
I'm gonna write
emotions
that
and
down.
stuff.
They have
like,
an awesome edition of the Horizon Zero Dawn soundtrack on vinyl, and I don't know if it's still available, but it was like a really cool set of special edition like colored vinyl.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they did that for God of War as well. For God of War 2.
Yeah, because I was going to say another of my standard ones is the God of War 2018 soundtrack. I haven't really listened to Ragnarok much, but that one is also good. But that one's like that one I put on whenever I need to write something that's like inevitable or like unstoppable, but not like rah, 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 unstoppable, but like a force of nature that could move slowly. Unstoppable.
Ooh, yeah. I forget what I was listening to, but it was like a compilation of film scores and like writing tracks for writing. It might have been on YouTube. And a God of War song came on. I don't know like what game it was, but I like realized I was missing out on this entire genre of like cool score type soundtracks. So I got to check it out.
Yeah, it used to be like there were video game soundtracks that stood out and really stood out. And I'm talking like 90s to mid 2000s and stuff. But as they were able to do like full orchestrations in games and like, you know, more data can go in games and whatever.
Yeah.
They can do more with it and it can sound better. Now, like most video game soundtracks are just like legit scores.
Yeah, I like forget about that because I don't play that many video games. Although I'm getting like way more into, I'm pretty far in Breath of the Wild now because I kind of want to finish it now that there's like a new Zelda coming out. And
That's
Yeah,
coming
you've
out
got
really
a month and a
soon, too.
half
I
until
know
the
I don't have
direct sequel
time.
comes
I'll
out.
never get there. I've only beaten 2 Divine Beasts, so we're not there. I
You can still
almost
get
unlocked
there.
the whole map.
Nice.
Hey, on the plus side, there are people who have beat the game and have done less than you. So
Really?
True. Yeah, you can
yeah,
just go straight to
you can
Ganon's
just
castle and just
head right to the castle anytime you want and try
you
to beat the
can?
game. There are speedrunners who like once they get off the plateau, they just charge the castle with like nothing but a pair of shorts and a stick, and they're like, "It's time to do it."
Oh, that's kind of fun. I probably will try
Yeah.
to like get as much out of it as I can because I'm really enjoying it.
That's
like,
what
it's
we
so
did.
peaceful and fun. But I got
Yeah.
like
it's a
that.
very cool Zen game.
It is. It's so like meditative. It's great.
And whenever you're not in a settlement or something, the only score that happens is like just piano noodling, which is really relaxing.
I didn't like that only because I wanted more music.
I wish that there was more action scene music and more discovering a new area music, but I do
Yeah.
like the zenness of like when you're just exploring and like finding low Koroxes and stuff, just it being like calm piano stuff. But I wanted
that's true.
more bigger themes to hit with things that are happening. And here's hoping that the next game does that, because I bet there will be more story stuff. I hope that there will be more story stuff in the next one.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. And then I downloaded that expansion pack for Switch so that you can play like all the ones that they've like
Oh, yeah, the
transferred
virtual console stuff.
Yeah, so I got like the original Zelda, which I haven't played since I was like 10, and that was like very nostalgic. And it was so hard. I
crazy.
never got past like one of the big clues that they give you in like one of the first castle or one of the first
Yeah,
like
the
things you have to
original-
go to. It's impossible.
Yeah, the original Zelda it's I don't know how people did that before the internet existed, because like you have to look stuff up to beat that game.
You're just like wandering
understand.
around and it's like these tiny little breadcrumb clues that make no sense. Like the eastmost peninsula is the something. And that was just like stuck in my head for years when I played it, and then I just never got anywhere. So we'll try it again.
If you got the Nintendo Switch expansion pack, I think you have the Nintendo 64 games as well. So you can give Ocarina of Time a shot, since that one's like heralded as the master of all games of all time.
And I have Ocarina of Time for 3DS.
Oh, okay. I
don't really remember like the gameplay. I just really liked it. My cat is printing something.
All right.
Oh, that's nice.
Go take care of that.
Okay, guys
Don't you love it whenever your cats are like, well, I have to print off a resume. I'm just going to use the printer real quick.
They're so busy.
I was just hoping you wouldn't mind, you know?
Anyway, I don't know what happened.
I guess it's probably time to nut, right? We've spent all of the time not nutting that we possibly can. So now it's time.
Is that what you say to the ladies on date nights?
Excuse me, I've spent all of the time not nutting that you could possibly expect me to. Brace yourself and put on a helmet. This one's going to be weird.
Can't wait for that.
Which is also what I say on date nights. But this isn't actually from an Ask Reddit thread. It's from a subreddit that I've never visited called r/funny memes. But if you don't scroll down to the comments, you'll see that it's framed just like an Ask Reddit thread.
Oh, okay.
And it has 16,000 comments or whatever. So I figured we could give it a shot, since it's like the same thing. NUT is an acronym that stands for Nuclear Unit Tussle, which is a game that we play where we look at Ask Reddit threads, or in this case, funny memes thread. And it's a question, and we try and guess answers that we think will appear in the top 10. And then we award ourselves points based on who's closest to number 1. Right now, Sarah's in the lead, the closest to becoming the Nut Master. What are those scores, scorekeeper?
Okay. So, Devin is at 50, Lily's at 69. Nice. And I'm at 82. Feeling pretty good.
Yeah, if you get almost a perfect game, you could get to 100.
I don't know,
Not
I
to
feel
jinx
pretty
you.
good about this one.
All right. Well, this is posted by user Deborah Harms, I guess. what they posted is, you're a burglar, but you only steal things to slightly inconvenience your victims. What are you stealing?
Toilet paper.
Oh, that's good.
That's really good.
Like, what would you do? Use
Shower.
tissues. Shower.
Shower?
Yeah, I guess that works.
I mean, my pants are already at my ankles. Might as well just kick them off and somersault into the shower.
Step a few feet over. Or like all their underwear.
Yeah, I was going to say like all their shoes or something.
Ooh, yeah, that's good.
Socks. That way you can only wear shoes that don't require socks, which for most adult men is no shoes.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have flip-flops?
Well, I guess I technically have a pair of flip-flops, but there's almost nowhere that you're allowed to wear flip-flops. The two places are your home,
like anywhere.
No, your home and somewhere where there is the potential for water.
Nuh-uh. Disagree. I wear my flip-flops all the time in the summer.
No, but you're a woman.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that my opinion is invalid, Devin.
No, not because of your opinion.
Wow, Devin.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Oh, how the
turntable.
Their pants.
No, their pants. What about like...
Where are my pants?
I'm going to say... I don't know if anyone will think of this, but like toasters. Just only steal toasters.
It is very slightly inconvenient.
Yeah,
or the microwave.
They might not even notice that for like a week.
I would notice that immediately.
They want to make toast. They can't.
Although I make everything in the air fryer. So if you took my air fryer, it would be like taking my arm. I wouldn't know how to make anything.
I kind of want to say microwave. I don't know. This is really hard.
Think about your like daily routine and like what would be so annoying if you just didn't have it that you always make sure you have.
My car keys or my phone. My glasses. Your glasses.
Oh my God. Yeah. That would be so cruel.
Although I don't know if that's a minor inconvenience.
That's a huge inconvenience.
Some people can't fucking see, okay?
And then it takes so long to get new glasses.
Yeah, that's a big inconvenience.
Or your toothbrush.
That's an inconvenience to everybody else.
Or your headphones. Because you don't need them.
Yeah, true. That's a good like slight inconvenience.
I think I'm going to say headphones or earbuds because I feel like they're the same.
Yeah, they're the same.
What about like...
I don't know if they'll be on there though.
Ingredients for food.
Like the salt.
Like, like spices and herbs.
Or the butter. Milk.
Yeah, milk.
The milk.
Yeah.
It's the milk.
That would make me a little crazy. I like Lily, you said taking keys.
That's more than a minor inconvenience though. Like you don't have your house keys, you don't have your car keys.
True. But do you think the people are going to be following that rule? I don't know.
I don't know. That's the question.
Slightly inconvenience.
What was mine again? Toilet paper. I would consider that to be
really good.
A day stopper.
Or tissues.
Yeah.
Because that's even more of a slight inconvenience.
That's true. That follows the question a little bit better.
I like food items, like recipe items, like things that you need to make other things.
Well, I think you have to narrow it a little bit.
Do I?
Because it could. Well, that's true. That's true. But we can't just give you pity points all the time, Devin.
Yeah, well,
he's not taking them though.
Yeah, if the answer is like a full sandwich, that doesn't count.
That's not going to be on here.
Okay, but ingredients can be
used to make other things.
Ingredients can be a lot of things, Devin.
Yeah.
Food ingredients. If I were a burglar and that was my thing, I would make food ingredients be my thing. I would get in there and do it, and that would be a category. Yeah.
Okay.
Like frozen chicken tenders. That doesn't count.
You're casting.
That doesn't count. That's the thing.
But onions
deli
would
sliced
count.
Meat. No, that doesn't count.
Yeah, it is because they're an ingredient.
Nah.
Okay, then what are you saying?
Yeah, you said not
like
a full
the lettuce
sandwich.
that you put on the sandwich.
Okay.
But what if somebody puts onions on their sandwich?
Yeah, the onions are an ingredient.
Oh, he was saying no to the. What were you saying?
I'm
the
so
meat,
confused.
the lunch meat.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's also an ingredient.
I feel like that's an
some
ingredient.
Some people just eat that.
Yeah, I feel
some people just eat it.
I think you don't understand what you're saying anymore.
Okay, fine. I'll also take the lunch meats. Whoa, twist my arm.
It's fine.
Whatever.
You go with your gut.
she says at 82 points. Yeah, sure. Take whatever you need.
All right, I'm going to say headphones or earbuds.
That's really good. I would be so slightly inconvenienced.
Yeah, I think that's the best answer.
Somebody commented on YouTube that last week's episode was the episode of second guesses.
Yeah.
Oh, because we all
were all on the board and then went back.
Mm-hmm. That'll happen. Ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Let's do it.
What the fuck? A sleep influence 3987 says not stealing anything, only swapping out good batteries in the smoke alarms for shitty ones. It's pretty good.
I mean, once you do that, don't you get caught because whoever, the alarms
you do it when they're
off?
Not home. You're not doing it while they're asleep.
So that it'll just
while they're at work
at random times.
Yeah.
So batteries.
Pure evil. Shot ad 1532 said the volume down button on all the remotes. Yeah.
That'd be so annoying.
Psychotic.
I turn the TV up whenever I'm eating, and then I turn it way back down whenever I'm done.
Me too.
But you got to hear it over the chewing.
This next one I thought about, but I don't remember why I didn't say it. I was like, nobody would do that. That's weird.
Educational Aside 74 says all of the light bulbs, flashlights, and all other electronics emitting light, but I would leave one inconveniently large candle that has a hard to hold handle.
Lily, you thought of that?
I was thinking the light bulbs. Steal all the light bulbs.
That exact
Then I was like, that's fucking weird. Don't say that, Lily.
It is so
Apparently I should have.
Yeah. It's slightly inconvenient when you have to change a light bulb.
Alt Xeon 709 says, I would steal the glass tray from their microwave. It's highly inconvenient and you're not able to simply go out and buy a replacement. That is brilliant.
Yeah. Although, you know what?
Absolutely
I think I would
brilliant.
just go to the store and just take that little thing out. I'd be so inconvenienced that I'd be pushed to steal.
I would just, I don't know, get a plate, put it in there. That's your new spinny thing.
Okay, Lanky Objective 920 said bend all their cutlery slightly. Wow.
So
These
rude.
are creative.
Yeah, that would suck.
What happens when you bend cutlery? I actually don't.
It's just annoying to use.
It's just annoying. It's pretty much ruined.
You've got muscle memory of the right direction you're supposed to spoon and cut and fork things. And if that's like this now.
Oh, I see. I was thinking just knives for cutlery because I just call it utensils. I don't really use the word cutlery, but yeah. So it's all eating utensils. Yeah, when a fork is bent weird, that's really annoying. But I've never experienced a knife being bent weird.
Yeah, and a spoon might be the worst offender because you gotta balance that soup until it gets in your mouth. Well, guess what? P.U. Smile says all their toilet paper.
And then the person underneath said, it's not slightly inconvenient. It's a war crime.
That's
and I agree with that. I'd be so mad.
Hell yeah. 87 cannot win today.
All right.
That's okay.
Next time.
Little by little.
Aren't you hungry? Says all the spoons, all the space bars from keyboards, the handles off the refrigerator door, the spinning glass tray from the microwave. Not theft, but if they have a CD or DVD collection, I'd switch around the discs. It's so rude.
Evil.
Yeah. What the fuck?
That's so evil.
Fuck?
Chronic Mars Weed 420 said doorknobs.
It's just
But
so rude.
that's more than minor. Because sometimes when you
how do you
take off
go
a doorknob,
places?
Right.
You grab the hole that the doorknob used to be in and you pull the door. Nothing latches it without the doorknob.
Well, one time, actually, I have a pretty cool story. You're going to be pretty surprised about this story. One time,
all right,
I was at Taylor Swift's house growing up, and we were playing in their Beanie Baby closet, and her brother, I think it was her brother, Austin, he shut us in the Beanie Baby closet, and somebody pulled the doorknob off, and we were stuck in there. We could not get out. And that gave me
was
sort
the
of an
doorknob
irrational.
there on your end?
No, I don't think so. Maybe we pulled the doorknob off trying to get out. I just have a bit of a traumatic memory of this tells me that you can't get out when you're in somewhere and the doorknob comes off.
Stuck in a closet.
I don't even know if she was in the closet with me. I just know that I was in this closet full of Beanie Babies at Taylor's house. Maybe she was in there, but I mostly remember just panicking and
couldn't
being
tell if it was a pile of Beanie Babies or soon to be hit artist Taylor Swift.
Right. You just never know. And our moms, all the parents were outside. But
That's
that gave me
confusing to me.
that gave me a fear of I just thought that if a doorknob comes off, you could also be locked in.
Any modern doorknob that's like, you can see the one, I'm pointing as if that helps, in the background of Lily's video. Listeners,
it wasn't one of
describe
those.
it, but it's a normal like knob handle on both sides that you know, if you saw a picture of a doorknob in like a children's book, like D is for doorknob, that's what it would look like. Those ones slide into each other over top of the actual latch thing that goes in the door. So if you pull those off, you can just boop,
Oh, yeah.
like
no,
you have
this was
access
like,
to the latch.
I want to say this is one of those ones that had like a big, you know, like how some old doorknobs have like a big crystal looking doorknob thing. Like it had like a big, it was an old doorknob. And then I feel like the thing you turn was like a gemstone, like a crystal or like a rock or something.
I know what kind you're talking about. And it seems like they get really, really thin at the part that like goes into the door.
Yes. I could be making that part up. I know that it was an old doorknob, but I remember it being like a clear, crystally looking doorknob.
And
we did eventually get out. Obviously.
It's hard to kick yourself out of a room because fire codes demand that you can only kick your way into a room.
Right. And I don't know, like it was a closet, so it should open outward. I don't know.
Well,
so why were you at Taylor Swift's house?
That's our moms were in an investment club together. And so, yeah, it was either that or a soccer party because I was on the soccer team with Austin. And I was there for a few things for soccer and for investment club. So it was one of those.
So you heard it here, listeners. Straight from Sarah Lorsch, Taylor Swift's brother is a scamp who locks people in closets.
Yep.
Wow.
Classic. All right. That's my one Taylor Swift story. I have one more that she spun me around in a this weird little like birdhouse like type of swing outside her house, and I got a little bit sick and a really bad brush burn on my knee.
I bet she wrote a song about it.
She did write a song that she says in that song. No. She says like I hit my peak at 7 feet. She's like swinging, and she says Pennsylvania below me. I feel like she's remembering being in this swing in the back of her house. So I tell people that I was in that swing, and that's
she means
that's my one cool thing.
She hit her peak, making you throw up on that swing. She's like, life won't get better than this.
How sick. Yeah, well, at least she remembers me.
Vomit girl. Vincent S. says, the left sock of every pair of socks they own.
So rude.
Either I said this or I almost said this.
I think you almost said it. I don't know. Yeah,
you almost did.
Oh, well.
Who would care? I have like almost all the same socks, so I just don't even need to mix and match.
I have a lot of patterned socks.
Master Tyra said salt. Did someone say salt?
Yeah, I thought that's literally
an ingredient. That's an ingredient.
That's the first ingredient that was said in the example of ingredients.
Okay. That's
one more point from me. Hope you guys are looking forward to 49 more episodes of season 1.
That's how long it takes for us to hit our stride.
Makes sense.
Stick around. Okay, Devin, you're at 51.
Well, good job, everyone.
Good job, Sarah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I want to point out that you missed your opportunity to call me that throw up a name we made up, and I can't remember it, but you just called me Vomit Girl.
Pukulele.
Pukulele. What a missed opportunity.
Trying to think of it the whole time, and it took you saying something about it for me to finally click.
Oh, man.
Throwback to like episode 1.
Yeah.
Classic Pukulele.
Yeah. Hunter bought a huge thing of Nutella today, and I thought about that episode.
And I thought about eating all of it and throwing up and eating it more. Well, here's another one, and this one's from the actual Ask Reddit subreddit.
Posted by Donnie D. What snack did you used to love when you were young but fell out of love with as you got older?
That's really hard.
Shit.
I've kept in touch with all of my snacks.
That's so sweet.
Here's the thing. I bet that on there will definitely be like one of these 3 being Fruit by the Foot, Fruit Roll-Ups, or Gushers.
I still love all those.
Me too. That's what I was going to say.
But
the
it'll
problem
be on
is,
there.
As soon as I eat one of those, I'm like, oh, The world's a
This
good
is
place.
amazing. Yeah. I don't really like have a memory of a snack that I loved like my whole childhood and then fell out of love. It's more like I got on a kick of it, ate it way too much, and then started hating it. Like, for example, I got really into sweet potato chips like when I was a kid, and I loved them. And then I just ate so many. I probably ate like a whole family size bag of it, and then I hated it. And now I really hate like sweet potato anything.
Yeah.
Well, I have a secret for you. Because of the way time works, it happened whenever you were older.
What do you mean?
Because you loved it, and then you got older.
Oh, I see what you're saying. And then when I fell out of love with it as I got older, not when I was grown up.
You didn't fall out of love with it when you got younger.
Nice try. That's not about to be on the list. It's going to be something really, really sweet or something. Like super sweet or super sour. Oh, sour
Dunkaroos.
candy. I love Dunkaroos.
Ooh, Dunkaroos is a good one. I was going to say Warheads.
Yeah.
I want to say
Warheads.
like super sour candy. Because
I mean,
anything sour I hate now.
Never hopped off that train.
There was one that popped into Lunchables. Is that a snack?
Oh,
that's not a snack.
that's
That's
so
a lunch.
good. Yeah. That's.
I mean, people probably still consider it a snack.
Hunter still considers it a snack. I hate
It's not a meal.
Lunchables now.
Huggies.
They suck.
But that's not really a snack. That was a drink.
Did you say, oh, the little
the little
juice
Huggies.
barrels?
Yeah, those are nasty.
And like, you know what I used to... Okay, so I liked a Goofy movie, and there's that scene where they're stuck in the car hiding from Bigfoot, and Goofy's like, oh, God, hi, Dad, soup, which is alphabet soup. And like to open it, he just uses his big old Goofy teeth, like, and that's what I used to do to Huggies. I used to just open them like that.
Wait, what are Huggies?
They look like little barrels, but there's really nasty juice in them.
It's like...
Also, Capri Suns.
Oh, those are still great.
I mean, are they?
Yes. And they're especially great because when you're an adult and you drink a Capri Sun, you're like, oh, it's gone. So it doesn't stick around to become bad.
We had Capri Sun. That was like the one thing that my family always had stockpiled that wasn't, I don't know, that was like a fun food. And it wasn't even fun for me, you know? Like,
what?
It was literally always there. Everyone else was
so
always like,
fun.
oh, right, Capri Sun. And I was like, it's the one thing we have.
You stab it with the straw.
The straw
and then after,
bends.
No, it doesn't.
Only if you do it wrong.
Expert. Yeah. And then after you drink all the juice, you inflate the bag back up, and then you aim it at your friends and clap it, and the straw shoots out and stabs him in the eye.
Well, now we know Devin was a dick when he was younger.
Well, this is even more dickish. But have you guys ever taken a plastic water bottle and like left a little bit of water in it, a little bit of air in it,
twist it all
twist
up,
the top on, and then twist it off, twist its bottom, and twist it and twist it and twist it and twist it and twist it, and then you slide the cap off, and it just like it literally will smoke.
Yeah, and
it's
the
really
cap
fun.
Shoots like a
compressed air,
a riot bullet, a rubber bullet used for suppressing riots.
It's fun. I would recommend it. I don't know the last time I drank out of a plastic water bottle. I'm gonna have to be a person that is bad for the planet to remember that fun trick.
Yeah, I don't know what to go with because all of mine are drinks. I guess Warheads.
Yeah, I think you said it first because I heard
I think we
it
said it at the same time.
Well, I heard it from you. Like when I said it, I was like basically harmonizing with you. That's how in tune it was, which judging by a Discord delay means you have to have said it a little bit earlier than me.
Well, how does that...
Well, Fruit Roll-Ups, I'm pretty sure is going to be on there. So you should go with that.
How is Warheads different than sour candy? Because I said sour candy. Can they be different things?
Did you say sour candy before Warheads?
I thought so, but I don't know.
Probably because
I
don't think it makes sense for the train of thought to be like Warheads. What about sour candy?
Okay, don't say for sure because I can easily have just not heard. I could pick something else.
Warheads is a really good specific one though, because like
there's a lot of sour candy.
It might just be because
being a person who eats sour candy all the time.
Like the rest of the sour candy is not out. Just Warheads.
True. For me, it's all sour candy. I don't like sour candy anymore.
But that is a wide net.
Pixie sticks.
I know.
Oh, pixie sticks is a good one, actually.
That is a good one.
Oh, what are those donkey pixie stick things? Dip and
the fun dip.
Fun dips.
I used to eat those all the time.
For swim meets,
those
we used to
give you
eat those.
Ulcers.
Well,
and so much
I don't know what to tell you.
explosive energy, and then and then
Sugar
you're just
Crush.
insane. Yeah.
I mean, I have also not gotten tired of those. There's very few sour. Yeah, I'd still eat them.
Yeah, very few things that are straight up sugar that you are done with.
Yeah, I would not.
But Warheads, I'm done with those. Not a fan of Warheads anymore.
I never liked Warheads.
I liked them for a little while.
That was like the one sour thing. I was kind of like, meh.
Do you know what I absolutely loved and don't really so much anymore is Swedish fish?
Oh, I always hated Swedish fish.
Really?
I like one Swedish fish now.
Don't all Swedish fish
you like to
eat
one.
Okay, because Sarah and I were on the same page there. We were like, there's only one kind of Swedish fish, dumbass. Like, what?
That's not true. There are
I know, there's
Swedish
blue
fish.
and
yeah, but nobody cares about those. Those aren't real.
And yellow. Ugh.
Those aren't real. Those are a lie.
I like Swedish fish a little bit less now because one time in college we tried to make like Swedish fish vodka with the Swedish fish pinnacle.
Oh, that's gross. Ugh.
PTSD.
Do y'all still like Jell-O? Speaking of like,
I still like Jell-O.
Shots, just normal Jell-O.
Jell-O's delightful.
Nah.
Did you ever like Jell-O?
Yeah, I used to have Jell-O a lot as a kid.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but I want to come up with mine.
Well, then Devin needs to stop talking.
I'm just good at this, guys.
Pudding cups.
And then I pick one that's not on the list.
A lot of sugary candy would have really gotten me. Like the Fun Dip is good. Those Pixie Sticks are really good. I loved Pixie Sticks.
Did you ever get the really big ones at the football games? The really big Pixie Sticks that are like the...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I went to the beach with this. One of our family friends used to walk around the house calling it a giant, annoying, pokey pixie stick of doom. And it was like a whole thing. And he had eaten like 3 of them before doing this.
Wow.
He was like 10.
That makes sense.
See, I ate those when I was like 18. I literally have gone to bars with Pixie Sticks.
Are you serious?
Like that's, oh yeah.
Doesn't that make you so hungover?
I mean, I was I was super young. I was like 22 or something. So I was like, fuck this.
Immune.
Pixie Sticks, alcohol. And then the next morning I was like, hello,
Pixie
world.
Sticks and alcohol.
And now I'm like 1 beer. And then the next morning I'm like,
yeah, same.
What? Yeah. Maybe not 1 beer, but still. I felt hungover when I didn't even drink. I don't understand the body over 30.
I feel that. I'm not even 30 yet.
So it feels like we're really focused on...
Yeah, we're very candy-centered right now.
I'm trying to think of
other snacks
things
that I can think of, like that are kids' snacks, are like peanut butter and apple slices, and that's amazing still.
Animal crackers. I fell out of love with those.
Crackers.
Those iced
but most
animal
other ones
cookies.
Those were really good, though.
I think those are probably
but, like,
still
I can
good.
only eat like 5 of them before I'm like,
well, that just means that you're weak. Don't make it our problem, Devin.
Get your animal cookie whips up.
I can't even think of like the struggle is like I feel like the snacks that I fell out of love with are like apples and like things that are good for you, which is bad, and I don't want to admit it because like I used to eat apple slices a lot, but now I'm like.
But you could have candy.
Of course.
Yeah, I get that. You're doing adulthood right, Lily.
I could have trash. Now, I mean, my stomach does not agree with you, but
yeah,
but my mind does. My teeth also don't.
Pull and peel Twizzlers.
For those listening at home,
honestly,
don't do that.
I still like those.
Normal Twizzlers. Those suck.
I hate normal Twizzlers. They're the worst. I always was partial to pull and peel. What about like a weird drink or like a weird flavor of like Doritos or something? The things that
That's true.
Hunter loves. He's always coming home with like Skittles flavored Sprite or some weird flavor of something that I'm just like, why would you do this?
They used to have like the Code Red Mountain Dew and stuff.
Okay, that was actually good. I liked Code Red Mountain Dew. Although I probably would hate it now.
That's nasty.
And that's not a snack, though. I shouldn't go with a drink.
I know, like that's the problem is all the things I can think of are drinks, like apart from candy.
Yeah.
Like candy and drinks. Because that's all I ate, if I'm honest.
I used to love like the really, really sweet, I don't even know what it was. It was like a really sweet option at Cold Stone Creamery. And I had Cold Stone like last year and it was way grosser than I remember. Just so sweet. Yeah. Oh, man. I don't know. I still love candy.
This is a very hard question.
Sweet Pop-Tarts.
That's a good
really
one.
Good.
Non-fruit Pop-Tarts.
I used to eat those. Oh my God. Like they were like ice cream sundae flavor or some shit. Like, like I used to love those and they are disgusting.
Yeah.
I used to absolutely love the brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts.
I still like those.
I
eat them every
those.
morning. I can't eat the second one now.
I was a toaster strudel kid.
Toaster strudels.
Oh, well.
Do you still
they
like
were
those?
A step up. I don't know.
If I close my eyes and I listen to her say that, she's just saying it over the fence from Eagleton to Pawnee. Here, I was a toaster strudel kid.
Oh, you ate Pop-Tarts?
What's a Pop-Tart? We weren't poor enough to buy any of those.
Have you even heard of a toaster?
Want to make?
We liked a hot breakfast. We liked a hot slab of diabetes bread.
That hot slab of diabetes.
Oh my God, I can't think of it. Can I just say like sour candy, but then I won't pick Warheads?
I feel like sour candy is too wide of a net.
Yeah.
And you're almost the nut king.
That's true. That's true.
Maybe pick one sour candy, like sour Skittles or something.
Yeah. Sour Skittles are hard. I had some last night and it was rough.
That's what I was thinking. I used to get them at the movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to go with that.
Sour gummy worms?
Yeah, that was like my movie theater go-to snack in middle school and high school, which is really gross to me now, so.
I'm either going to go with like the Fun Dip Pixie Stick situation or fruit roll-ups. And the reason I'm leaning away from fruit roll-ups is because I get so happy if I get a fruit roll-up right now.
Fun Dip is straight sugar, and I think it's more likely that like your taste buds would shift away from liking that.
Yeah.
It's true.
It makes sense.
Cool.
Then we're all picking candy.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of snacks when you were a kid, you wanted candy.
It's true. All right, let's do this.
Let's do this.
This is bullshit.
Oh, bonkers.
I still like all of these things.
Not Twinkies.
Yep. Brock_Lee says any stupid packaged toasted snack like Twinkies, ring dings, cupcakes, or fruit pies.
I wasn't allowed to have any of those as a kid.
Because they were really good.
So now I do.
Now you see a zebra cake and you go on a safari.
And I'm like, yes, I might as well have one. Don't mind if I do. And they're new. They're still kind of like new. Don't mind if I might as well. International Aside said, I used to take a slice of absolutely plain bread, tear off the crust / eat it, and then squish the rest of it into a dense ball. I would then take little nibbles off of it. I remember seeing people do that, like at lunch.
I did that.
I did this.
I don't know why. It was weird.
I wouldn't get a piece of bread as a snack, but that's how I would eat pieces of bread.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny.
So weird.
I would also sometimes just compress the bread as much as possible without turning it into a ball and then eat it that way, like a cracker.
I remember squishing bread. My family had health food, though. And my family had a lot of health food. I think that's why I like all candy now, because I didn't get to have candy and snacks and stuff like that when I was younger.
It's time for your celery. No peanut butter, though.
Well, I could have peanut butter and celery. That's, like, fine.
Oh, okay.
But we never had, like, Hostess candy cakes in the house. We had, like, one type of chip, plain potato chips, no fancy shit. And we always had Coke, and not cocaine. We always had Coca-Cola, caffeine-free, and ginger ale, caffeine-free. My parents still always have that. And, like, pretzels. Those were the snack foods in the house. And
weirdly,
then
the next answer is cocaine.
Damn, so tired of that.
It's not. Just trying 444 says, I used to love frying up bologna and eating it with maple syrup.
That's
now I'm older
mine.
and
That's
I'm
not my
not
next
poor,
answer.
so I don't really eat that anymore.
that's not mine.
I'm sorted by top.
Well, this is recent.
Did you skip talkative foot?
Talkative foot. Talkative foot comes after that for me.
That's so
Weird. Funny. Okay, that's fine.
Well, since neither of us got it, so we're fine.
Yeah. So yours is the frying up bologna. Okay.
Right. Frying up bologna, eating it with maple syrup.
Okay. And
which
then
is gross.
Talkative foot says. Talkative foot says, I used to get a spoonful of peanut butter and dip it in chocolate chips and eat it like an ice cream cone. Haven't done that in a minute.
That sounds good too. Although not bologna. Wait, I would fry up like bacon and eat it with maple syrup. Anyway.
Hold the phone. Have you not heard the slang? Haven't done that in a minute?
No, I have. I'm just making a goof.
Okay. I was just like, I just wanted to see if you were that old. That's all.
Devin's 77, actually.
What are the kids saying these days?
Haven't done it in 60 whole seconds. Oh.
I haven't done that in a lit. Crank it.
Oh, no, Devin.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, Devin.
Oh, no.
I'm so sorry.
Wait, there's one before that for me.
Yeah, same.
It's just collapsed automatically for
Massive
me.
Reese James.
That's weird. Massive Reese James said those cosmic brownie bars with the rainbow sprinkles. They were so good, but when I got them recently, it was just loaded, nauseating sugar. Oh,
I remember those.
Good.
Those tasted like butts then, if I'm honest. Like, I did not like them.
Good. Actually, I didn't like the brownie part of that, which was most of it. But those tiny little sprinkles.
You just picked the tiny little sprinkles up?
Weren't they like chocolatey sprinkles on the top?
Yeah, the cosmic brownies, they're not actual sprinkles. They're like little chocolate sprinkles.
Yeah, those were good.
Oh.
But the brownies sucked underneath the sprinkles.
I feel like I liked all of it. You couldn't just
eat the sprinkles. You had to eat the whole thing. Science forbid. Says, I loved fruit roll-ups as a kid. I still love fruit roll-ups, but I've realized that fruit leather, which is made solely from fruit, is a far better product. But they say they still love fruit roll-ups, and guess what? The question was, but fell out of love with. If you still love it, you did not. So I should get 70 points because they
70
didn't follow the rules.
Because this bitch, no.
Nut right over to the nut master for that one.
Nut on over.
Take that one straight to pieces.
Choo Choo says Cadbury cream eggs. I loved them as a kid, but as an adult, I can't even have two. Because you are weak.
I hated those as a kid.
Because you are weak.
Every time I see them, I think those taste good, right? And then I try one and I'm like, oh, those didn't taste good.
Yeah, admittedly, I prefer the Reese's Easter eggs, like the peanut butter.
Yes, or the Easter bunnies.
Yeah.
The little. Or
but you know what I don't like?
What?
For the most part,
fruit roll-ups?
when people make their, I love fruit roll-ups. When people
Hashtag
make their
too soon. What?
Too soon. When people make their homemade peanut butter eggs, for the most part, I don't like that. Because one, I'm like, oh, thank you so much. And now I'm going to eat these because you made it and it's a, labor of love or something. And what a sweet gesture to give it to me. But the whole time I'm like, this isn't a Reese's peanut butter egg.
Okay, but I'm just letting you know. Butter. No. You have to get the person who makes it correctly because if they do it correctly, they make it like peanut butter fudge on the inside. And those are fantastic. I need you to sit the fuck down, Devin.
The only peanut butter like in chocolate that I actually want is a peanut butter melt away. And then Reese's Cups / what?
Are you kidding? Right?
I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
Sarah, what?
I love.
You don't know what a peanut butter melt away is?
No.
You are from Pennsylvania.
I know.
How do you not know? Do you know where do you know what Gardner's Candies is?
Yeah, I think so.
Peanut butter
and you've like been there ever? Like,
I don't think so.
Okay, that explains some of it, but still, this is like, whew, wow. My brain just exploded in my skull.
The problem with most homemade peanut butter eggs is that it's too much confectioner's peanut butter. Like it's too confectioner sugary and less peanut buttery. But peanut butter meltaways are some magic that happens where it's not like the consistency of peanut butter in there. It's like it's like a super smooth, melty peanut butter.
Which is why they call it a meltaway.
Okay, so Duda just was at my house a little bit ago and she brought little Reese's bunnies. And the peanut butter inside of those was super melty and different than like Reese's peanut butter cup Reese's peanut butter. And I was assuming, I like figured it was something like that. Cause like that is so good. And also like the kind of peanut butter that's in ice cream sometimes that like once it unfreezes, it's liquidy. That stuff is really good.
That's another kind of peanut butter that I like is like the peanut butter sauce that you'll find like at a Haas's or something.
Hell yeah.
But
peanut butter meltaways.
get a package of peanut butter meltaways because that's what I want it to be. And like Reese's peanut butter eggs are as close to the bad peanut butter as you can get from me without actually becoming bad. And I love peanut butter.
I've seen this package before, but I don't think I've had it. Kevin7650 said corn dogs. I think I would still like a corn dog, though.
My man Kevin just eating a whole hot dog as a snack.
Well,
that's true. It's like a meal.
Especially for a kid. Well, I mean, it depends on how old you are, I guess, because sometimes, like, I'm pretty sure at one point I ate like 20 pancakes in one sitting. So it just depends on how quickly you were growing at the time. I know. I was a very impressive child. So
I am in it for corn dogs. I'll eat a corn dog.
I do not like
day.
corn dogs. That is bleh.
I didn't like them growing up, and I feel like I like them better now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I think Hunter used to get frozen corn dogs in college, and we would eat them with maple syrup. It was really good.
Maple syrup is crossing the line.
You really should knock it until you try it. Do you like dip bacon into maple syrup?
Yeah, like if it happens to be on the same plate.
Oh, but not like, I love bacon with maple syrup. It's a great mix.
I could see it. Manic Pixie Dream Goth says raisins.
Oh, yeah. I used to eat raisins a lot as a snack.
Never liked raisins. Those are
never liked raisins
gross.
either. It's like just let a grape go super bad in the sun.
Blech.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah,
it's
that's because we didn't know better.
Of grapes.
Not about that life. Impressive Animal 683 says Vienna sausages. Can't eat them anymore. And why did you ever? Because that's fucking gross.
Listen, some people grew up in a trailer park, and that person was me. We ate Vienna sausages.
And that was number 10. Vienna sausages just like breakfast sausages?
No, they're like little tiny,
canned, nasty ass.
Don't know why they're called sausages. They're like little tiny itty bitty sliced up hot dogs in a tuna fish can, basically.
What?
Sitting in their own juices.
Be glad that you don't know what those are, because those are really gross.
Sounds bad.
And if you don't eat them out of the can raw, you throw them in a pan with baked beans.
Interesting. Sounds bad. Sounds pretty bad.
That was number 10, but up next was animal crackers, just to rub it in.
And then Oreos, which I thought about, but
I still love Oreos.
They're not on it anyway, so... I know, so do I. So I was like, well, I'm not going to say that because Oreos
even the
are
person
great.
who said Oreos says Oreos, they're my kryptonite. So I'd rather not even see them or have them around, or I'll snack on them all day.
These people aren't playing by the rules.
Yeah, I know, right? This is some trash. Well, all right. Good job, guys.
Let's move on. We got nothing.
But we did it so well.
We did. We had a lot of really good answers.
We got very little in a very professional way.
But now it's time for all of us to put on our assholes.
I don't know why it's a hat, but it is.
It's like Inspector Gadget's helicopter hat, because you're holding it like out here.
Asshole hat.
Posted by user John Zaru. Am I the asshole for going out my bedroom window at 1 a.m. during a storm to climb over to my neighbor's bedroom to fix his loudly banging window so that I could sleep? He was not happy to see me hanging out there silhouetted against the street lamp. Frankly, he made quite an undignified fuss about it. And that's the title. That's not even the description, which seems quite... Well, actually, he just edits a lot. Anyway, I'd assumed he was out because he'd not be able to sleep through the banging if I couldn't. Anyway, he saw me...
Hold on. I'm pretty sure that this person is in England, so I'm gonna need you to just keep that in mind while you're doing this take.
Okay, so you want me to do it with an accent? Is that what you're saying?
I think they have one.
I'd assumed he was out because he'd not been able to sleep through the banging if I couldn't. Anyway, he saw me hanging at the window like Dracula and made such a frightful noise. You know when you're dreaming and you think you're shouting for help, but you wake yourself up and the noise you're making is... It was like that. Pitiable, really. No sangfroid whatsoever. And vampires aren't even real. Anyway, after the initial screaming, I was able to explain my reason for hanging there, and he agreed that the window banging was a problem, and he blamed his landlord for not mending it, which also, to me, showed a lack of gumption. As a renter, I'd fix problems as they arose without bothering the landlord. I wouldn't just sit there in my room blubbering like Lucy Westenra as some helpful neighbor took matters into his own hands. It was an easy fix, too. I just wedged it shut with a load of blue tack, which I never got back, actually. Also, it was quite a tricky climb. It's not a hobby I've ever gone in for. At one point, I had my feet on something, but my hands down near them, pulling upwards to stay on the wall, which really didn't feel safe. This happened years ago, but another post on here about someone coming into a house at night reminded me of it. I won't say it led to a rift between me and the neighbor, but there was a coldness thereafter.
Oh my God.
And
I don't even know if he's an asshole. I just love this story.
Yeah. To be honest, the rest of these edits are just him providing proof that it happened and wasn't fake. Yeah, like pictures and stuff.
Oh my God.
No need to dive into those. Lucy Westenra.
Wait, one of the
character.
things that he took a picture of is from his diary of about doing it. Sorry, that's so funny. Go ahead, Devin.
Lucy Westenra is a fictional character from the 1897 novel Dracula by Bram Stoker.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Well, wow.
So, how do we feel?
I think that's hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, it's really, really funny, but like if I was the neighbor and saw someone climbing
I'd be freaked
onto my house, I'd be so scared. So it's not right.
Like, I think it's tinted through the glasses of fun storytelling.
Mm-hmm. It's the British accent.
I don't think
he's an asshole, but
I don't think that's something you're allowed to do.
It's a great story.
No, you're definitely not allowed to do this.
Yeah, no. But he's an amazing storyteller.
There are some things that you're not allowed to do that would make you the opposite of an asshole if you did them. But this is not one of those things. This is one of those things you're not allowed to do because it would make you an asshole.
Yeah, I would have just if he didn't think the neighbor was home, he should have just called or texted and been like, hey, are you home? Because if not, I'll go over and fix your window. I can't sleep. You know, I guess if it's in the middle of the night, then they wouldn't answer though.
But if you've been frustrated for like hours and hours, and you're sleep deprived and you make bad decisions, and you're just like, I'll do it myself.
I would definitely live with the discomfort than climbing out the window in a precarious position and trying to climb over to my neighbor's house, wedging that just sounds like so much work.
It's a lot of work to be an asshole sometimes.
So much work. Yeah, I guess he's an asshole.
Yeah.
But he's so funny.
One with good stories.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But not okay to do. Don't go on to people's property that's not yours.
It's true.
Pro-life tip.
It's a bad idea.
What if they're really allergic to blue tack? Huh?
What is blue tack?
What the fuck is blue tack?
I guess it's a
sticky
substance.
Blue tack. It's a reusable adhesive.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, that's all. Seems like a nice, easy verdict, but a good story. Mm-hmm. So I vote asshole.
Yeah.
But not in a judgy way, just in you did it and that makes you an asshole way.
Yeah.
Word.
Only thing that we can do now is take a life pro tip request.
Help some of these poor souls who just need someone to tell them how to best live their life.
Yeah. Some people have a problem. They go to Reddit. They post their problem asking for answers, and
good thing we're
here. What they get is us.
If you got a problem, I'll solve it.
This is by...
Really? That's it? Nothing? Wow.
What?
You didn't hear me?
Who
are you going to call?
A lyric?
That's not the same song.
No, I did my own thing.
Anyway. Carry on. Sorry.
Okay. User Tetragrammator has a life pro tip request. They say, how do you store clothes that are not filthy enough for the washing machine, yet not clean enough to store them with the other clean clothes in the drawer?
On the in-between chair.
That's what the clothes chair is for.
That's exactly right. Boom. Roasted. Nailed it. Ripped it. Move on.
Is there anything in this chair? No. Not today.
That's your in-between chair?
Well, sometimes I put a hoodie on. If I have a zip hoodie or something that's easy to take off, I'll put it on there. Or this hat or something. But I also have a keyboard right next to me that gets hat and hoodie storage as well.
Yeah.
And whenever I play the keyboard, I move it to the chair.
I have a futon in here that's my in-between work clothes. So it's slippers, a sweatshirt. That's pretty much it. A blanket, just in case it's a little chilly. Yeah. I would love
Really
to have
would.
like an in-between bed bench, because like Hunter has a chair on his side of the room, and like usually it's really pretty piled high, so I can't really put anything on it. So my little in-between space is just like on my dresser, and like I don't like it to look ugly, so it's usually like folded clothes pretty stacked pretty high on my dresser. So I want a bed bench, and that'll be my in-between space, and then Hunter could have the chair. Something that's like
I'm
off
not
the
gonna
ground.
lie.
Yeah.
If I have like jeans that aren't really dirty yet, I just put them at the foot of my bed.
Hunter
Yeah, I
does
know.
that too. And I get so annoyed. I will literally just be like, get your pants off the bed.
Or
He will
off the
sleep.
floor. He
Yeah.
always puts them in the floor. So then when I do the laundry, I'm like, why didn't these go to the hamper? Or why are these on the floor?
Well, they're not dirty yet.
Well, they are then, because I put them with the dirty clothes because they're on the fucking
Yeah.
floor.
I always assume floor stuff is dirty. Like if it's off the
Thank
floor,
you.
it's in the middle. If it's in your drawer, great. You haven't even touched it yet. But yeah, I always get mad at Hunter because he has piles of clothes and I throw them in the wash too, or at least like shove them in his hamper with all his other dirty, smelly stuff, and then it gets contaminated. But what was I to know? How was I to know? What was I to do?
Right.
I mean, at that point, there's no problem because it's in there with the dirty clothes and it's dirty clothes now.
Yeah, but we have one of those like little mini washing machines, so like 2 pairs of Hunter's pants fit in it at a time. We're doing wash like all day, every day. We need a better system. Yeah.
Lily, how do you store clothes that aren't filthy enough for the washing machine
I
and
hang.
not clean enough to go with other clean clothes?
I mean, if they're not clean enough to go with other clean clothes, then they go into the hamper. Otherwise, they go back in the closet.
Wow, so you're like a good person.
I mean, sometimes I'll fold them and put them on top of my dresser, but only because I don't feel like putting it away at that moment. But like if I'm not washing it, it's clean enough to go back in the closet.
Clyde
like a
has an
cardigan
answer
or
too,
a
I
sweater
think.
or something.
She's so upset right now, and I don't know why.
It's
She
because
is
this is
knocking
like our
all of
longest
my shit on the
episode yet.
floor, and
Is
She's
it
telling
really?
us that
Whoops.
it's time to be
It's like,
done.
get off
she's
the
so
phone.
pissed.
Pay
She's like, why
attention
are
to
you
me.
still doing this, you bitch? And I'm like,
She's like,
what
you
the-
answered this immediately. I heard it. Move on.
She's
Yeah.
a fussy lady.
I think the only right thing to do is keep wearing them. Like you can't take them off if they're not dirty enough yet. That's the whole point of wearing clothes, is to get them dirty enough to wash them. So you just gotta wear them underneath your next day's clothes.
I can't
No.
think of a better answer than that.
Terrible idea.
Well, sounds good to me. Thanks for listening to Only Mostly Thread. If you like us, you can follow us on socials at Only Mostly Thread. And if you super like us, if you swipe up or whatever, consider supporting us on Patreon, because it's so cool and it helps people creating things actually create those things. Also, if you're not into selfless acts of handsomeness, you do get bonus stuff for becoming a patron, like juicy uncut episodes or the community Discord access, or everyone who becomes a patron gets a named shout out at the end of episodes, like Dave Downs, renowned person. I'm still Devin.
I'm still Lily.
Still, Sarah.
And that's the end of the episode.
Did your brain just explode?
It's a lot of pressure.
Last time our ending was like 3 whole minutes long. So today we could
It
just
was
be
very
like,
long.
bye, cut, ciao,
Bye, Felicia.
Edelweiss.
Just cut this whole episode.
Yeah,
Just cut
this.
that.
Hey, I have a short story.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's an anecdote, really. It's just a fact about me that I did. I wrote a song
It's a joke.
about a tortilla. Well, it's more of a rap.
Wowee, on that note.
Oh my God. Somebody told a joke at the thing that I went to today for management training, and it reminded me so much of you, because he was like, I live in Frederick County where there's like a bunch of farms and stuff. I could tell you a joke about the cows, but I'm afraid it would be too cheesy. And I went,
Aw.
wow,
It
out
reminded you
loud
of
without
Devin
even
'cause
thinking
was
about it.
Such a bad joke.
Yeah.
Like,
so he
ugh.
went for cheese immediately. The punchline when he started with cows, he didn't even try to milk it first. And she's gone. She took off her headphones. That's the end of the episode.